Did you know? A war once lasted less than an hour. A man survived 2 atomic bombs. And one of the world's greatest libraries was destroyed forever. History is filled with events so unbelievable that they sound like they came from a movie. But every story you're about to hear really happened. Some changed the world forever. Others are simply too strange to forget. Today, we're exploring 12 history facts that sound fake, but are completely true. Let's begin. Fact 1. The shortest war in history lasted only 38 minutes. Did you know? The shortest war ever recorded lasted just 38 minutes. It happened on August 27, 1896, between the United Kingdom and the Sultanate of Zanzibar. After the Sultan of Zanzibar died, his cousin took power without British approval. The British government demanded he step down immediately. When he refused, they issued an ultimatum. At exactly 9:00 in the morning, British warships opened fire on the Sultan's palace. The palace quickly caught fire, many defenders surrendered, and by 9:38 a.m. the fighting was over. In less time than watching a TV episode, an entire war had begun and ended. Fact 2. One man survived both atomic bombs. Believe it or not, a man named Tsutomu Yamaguchi survived both atomic bombings during World War II. He was in Hiroshima on August 6, 1945, when the first bomb exploded. Although seriously injured, he survived. The next day, he traveled home to Nagasaki. Just 3 days later, while explaining what had happened in Hiroshima to his coworkers, the second atomic bomb exploded over Nagasaki. Once again, he survived. He lived until 2010 and became an advocate for peace. His story is one of the most extraordinary survival stories in modern history. Fact 3. Ancient Romans used concrete that still exists today. Modern buildings often need repairs after only a few decades. Yet many Roman structures survived for nearly 2,000 years. One reason is their remarkable concrete. Unlike modern concrete, Roman concrete actually became stronger over time when exposed to seawater. Scientists discovered that volcanic ash mixed with lime created crystals that repaired tiny cracks naturally. This ancient engineering technique is still being studied today because it may help create stronger, longer-lasting buildings. Sometimes the past still teaches us new things. Fact 4. Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than the pyramids. Most people imagine Cleopatra standing beside workers building the Great Pyramids. But that's impossible. The Great Pyramid of Giza was completed around 2560 BC. Cleopatra lived around 30 BC. That's over 2,500 years later. The Apollo 11 moon landing happened in 1969, less than 2,000 years after Cleopatra. So Cleopatra actually lived closer in time to astronauts walking on the moon than to the construction of the pyramids. History can completely change our sense of time. Fact 5. Napoleon was once attacked by rabbits. This may sound like a joke, but historians believe it really happened. After one of his victories, Napoleon Bonaparte organized a rabbit hunt for entertainment. Hundreds of rabbits were released. Instead of running away, they charged directly toward Napoleon and his guests. The rabbits climbed onto people, surrounded them, and caused complete chaos. The reason? The rabbits had been raised by humans and associated people with food. Instead of fearing Napoleon, they expected dinner. Fact 6. Vikings reached North America before Columbus. Many people learn that Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492. However, around the year 1000, Viking explorer Leif Erikson reached North America. Archaeologists discovered the remains of a Viking settlement in Newfoundland, Canada. The evidence confirms that Norse explorers crossed the Atlantic centuries before Columbus. Although their settlement didn't last long, it changed our understanding of world history. Fact 7. the Library of Alexandria held ancient knowledge. The Library of Alexandria was one of the greatest centers of learning in the ancient world. It collected hundreds of thousands of scrolls covering science, medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. Scholars from many cultures came to study there. Unfortunately, much of this priceless knowledge was lost after a series of destructive events over several centuries. Historians still debate exactly how much was destroyed and when. Many believe countless discoveries disappeared forever. Fact 8. The Great Fire of London helped stop the plague. In 1666, a devastating fire swept across London. It destroyed thousands of buildings. Although it caused enormous damage, the fire also destroyed many rats and fleas that carried diseases. The plague had already been declining, but the fire changed the city's crowded conditions and likely reduced places where disease could spread. Sometimes disasters unexpectedly reshape history in positive ways. Fact 9. Ancient Egyptians loved pets. Ancient Egyptians didn't only worship animals. They also kept many as beloved pets. Cats were especially respected because they protected food supplies by hunting mice. Many families treated their pets as members of the household. Some animals were even buried alongside their owners with elaborate ceremonies. Their bond with animals was far stronger than many people realize. Fact 10. The Eiffel Tower was supposed to be temporary. Today, it's one of the most famous landmarks in the world. But when the Eiffel Tower was built for the 1889 World's Fair, many artists criticized its appearance. The original plan was to remove it after about 20 years. Fortunately, the tower proved useful for radio communication, and it was allowed to remain. Sometimes, temporary projects become permanent symbols. Fact 11. A town once fought a bucket. In 1325, the Italian cities of Modena and Bologna went to war. Legend says the conflict became known as the War of the Bucket, after soldiers from Modena took a wooden bucket from a public well in Bologna. While the real causes involved political tensions, the bucket became the famous symbol of the conflict. Today, that bucket is still displayed in Modena. Fact 12. The longest reigning monarch was Louis XIV. King Louis XIV of France became king when he was only 4 years old. He ruled for 72 years and 110 days, making him one of the longest reigning monarchs in recorded history. During his reign, France became one of Europe's most powerful nations. His influence shaped politics, fashion, architecture, and culture across the continent. That's nearly 3 generations under the same ruler. History is far stranger than most of us realize. The more we learn about the past, the more incredible it becomes. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Tina Fact for more fascinating Did You Know videos. Until next time, stay curious.